Who is Elias? He's too busy to play games, but his life was ruined by games simultaneously. I do feel bad for Geza, but hopefully he's on the right track now. I mean, it's Sweden. They pay you to go to school. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
What do you do at uni, Tiny? I'll go fucking hang myself.
Oh dear.
Tiny, Eddie.
If you speak in
sorry.
Chinese,
I was speaking with my mom. What is it?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. Now I'm saying what you're doing at uni.
What I'm studying.
yeah.
It's called like global systems, which it's an engineer. It's an engineer degree where it's a lot of focus on, let's say, like green energy or stuff like that, based on what you choose to focus on.
Okay.
One of them engineering types, and don't like that.
Yeah.
One of them.
One of them. If I remember right, you're law school.
Based and law school, yes.
Yes.
Real men takes them. Unless you're a realer man and never go to uni in the first place and become one of the working class.
Hmm.
Ah, fuck. How about you, Harlow? Have you thought of a future career or?
Jesus Christ, that's something my nose.
No, but
No.
Screwfix is making me want to kill myself, so...
Well, you've gotten one option out of the way, Screwfix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to do screw fix, so you know, there's always...
Did you?
I think
You wanna go to River Island? You only go up in River Island.
only up, man.
From dealing with the Karens on the ground floor to dealing with the Karens in a manager position.
Exactly. Do you want me? Can you get your manager? Okay. Well, I mean, they'll just repeat exactly the same as what I've said. But alright, well, don't worry about
What's your refund
What's
policy, Ben? If I've skidded in your like underwears and that, can I still return them?
it. No, not if they're beyond resale. Not if you've just taken a right big shite, man.
If I've got a huge skid mark down them cackers.
I've just been so bogging you.
One hit.
Sorry, missed.
Alright, go ahead.
Nice.
Go
Yep,
ahead
hey.
before we get
Nice.
slammed.
You'd be amazed at what some people charge for turn. Right, okay. Especially like Indian lot when they come in with like, and there's curry, it stinks of curry and you're like, bro,
We've got a dynastic bonus Indian families where they're like the thriftiest of people.
Ooh.
They always try to get the most out of their book.
Nah, but it's like, bro, like nothing's wrong with it, it just absolutely fucking stinks. You're like, bro, come on. Lay it off on the curry powder, you know what I mean? Or people that are like, they're like Roma Gypsy or something like that. They don't really speak much English. Like they're not.
Who's Roma Gypsy?
They're not like middle. It's really weird. But the women are all like short and fat and have very little hair. It's very weird.
Oh dear.
I don't know if they're all like part of the same like clan or something. It's just fucking weird. All the women are short and fat. All the women are short and fat. I swear to God.
Oh wait a moment, Wells, you're gonna get cancelled here.
But I'm just describing it.
I've never seen Ben talk about his work and shit. That's funny as fuck.
It's just so weird. It's like, bro.
One up heaven or
Jesus
whatever.
Christ.
Yeah, I'm hiding underneath.
Have they all gone the other one? Is it worth me staying here?
The bomb's at A, I think.
I'll turn around.
Hmm. Did you? Hmm.
If we lose second round after we run first, I swear.
Don't worry, boss here with his aimbot. Don't worry.
I know, I've turned it on, man.
Ben? Stop shooting, I'm moving in.
Look at this.
On
Look
the
at this.
corner.
Oh wow.
You have an orc. Oh wait, we all got guns. Yeah, fucking around with pistol.
We all have senses.
Second round, you
I was
always
too
buy.
busy talking to someone, I fucking just had a deagle.
I was too busy fucking. I was too busy complaining about this short, fat clan of gypsies.
God.
Oh dear. So I just realised
Oh.
my camera.
I don't know what happens because the daughters come in, but the daughters have also got grandkids. But the daughters must not be any older than fucking. I swear to God, 17, 16, man. And they've got kids. So something clearly happens between the ages of like having a kid, right, and then I don't know, becoming this like short fat ogre.
Are they
thing. Like,
definitely
it's fucking weird.
gypsy or is it just like
They-
Romanian?
They are, man, because we had some Irish gypsies in, and they were talking to them, and they were like, "Oh, but they didn't even speak much English." Like, "Oh, you gypsy? Oh, yes, we gypsy as well. Yes, we all gypsy."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I bet you."
There's a camp down Bousfield near the like oh, I don't know what it's called. It's like a
It's A again.
electric pylon, something like that. And you see their horses and that, and it seems like they look after their horses, so that's alright.
Damn it.
Alright, it turns out if you try and shoot while you're on the stairs, it doesn't quite while you're on the ladders, it doesn't quite work.
I'm coming, lad. Don't you worry.
I'm coming.
Oh, James, man.
Oh my god, alhamdulillah.
Which one's James again? Hello?
James.
Hello.
He's our Harlow. He's our Shagger.
Oh, okay.
He's our consistent shagger. But yeah, so there's like these, but they've got like a really thick Irish accent.
I was doing a meme.
Oh my god, what an absolute monster.
What is James, man? What have you been fucking aimbotting, bro? Turn it off.
No, just
Oh,
I
okay,
haven't,
okay.
I haven't
James,
played in,
please,
like,
can I have your
ages.
AVP, please? James, please.
Alright, talk. Assassin, look at the scoreboard, mate. Who deserves the all?
Okay.
But then the blokes come in as well, and the blokes
Easy.
got like next
Thank
to
you.
nowhere. They're like short and fat as well. It's very weird. It's like Oompa Loompas coming in, man.
You
It's,
think
it's
it's a nutritional? It's a nutritional.
I don't know what. I don't know if it's genetic.
I'm
but
gonna say
I don't know if they all belong to the same family or the same tribe, same clan, whatever you call it.
I think it's.
Oh,
it's-
no
I
way,
think it's,
no way.
I think it's an issue of inbreeding and it's an issue of nutrition. I would say, if I'm gonna take a fat guess.
Well, I'd say nutrition is a big factor.
I don't know. All fucking idiots anyway. Oh fucking hell! Tapped him. 65.
James.
Yeah?
I've got bomb on me. Everyone rotate to me. Got
It's
bomb.
just me and you, mate.
Is it?
But it's very funny because none of them speak it, so they just like throw a receipt at you and they're like, "Exchange," and you're like, "Okay."
Did I ever tell you about the bloke in the NHS who claimed he couldn't speak English and that he could only negotiate for his NHS payment through a Romanish translator?
Now what?
I don't know if you know, but Romanish is a minority language from Switzerland. If you're Swiss and you speak Romanish, you fucking speak Italian or German. So this guy was just giving them the
Being a
runaround.
dickhead.
He was being a prick.
What was Romanish? Is it basically Italian?
It's very related to Latin, but it's a minority language, and you cannot, unless you live in a fucking hut in the middle of a mountain in the Italian Alps, you fucking speak something else other than Romanish, or you would not function. So this cunt speaks Italian or German, but he's giving them the running around, and I told them, I said, he's having you on, and they were like, yeah, but you gotta fucking go for the ropes. I wonder if there even is a Romanish translator that you can get.
You're probably better off just stick it on Google Translate.
Yeah.
Well, what does Romanish sound like?
I don't know. I've never heard it. I never bothered to look it up further than the fact that it was on the minority languages in the EU party or whatever it was.
Also, I need an inspirational speech, guys. I'm not really at my best. I need some inspiration.
Don't be a short fat gypsy. There you go.
Ben, they're living rent free in your head, mate.
They actually are, because I see them coming all the time.
You see Danny DeVito, you're like, fuck Gypsy, and oh no, it's Danny DeVito.
Man, nah, they're so. Oh my god, this woman comes in. I swear to God, she may as well just shave her hair off. She's got a fucking bald spot. I kid you not. She's got more bald than me as hair. It's fucking weird, man. I don't mean like cancer.
Don't peek, bomb mid.
Bomb mid.
With AVP,
B's
two
done though, but bomb's
two
mid.
opponents, mid.
Well, they'll come short then.
Oh, what a fucking tap, man. What a tap. Oh, alhamdulillah.
He was on 8 HP, Ben. I don't know if that
Don't
makes
matter, bro. Don't matter. When alarms are calling.
But it's good that you're enjoying like uni life
One
and
more.
that tiny.
Yeah.
Smashing all the puss.
Come.
Is
Hey,
that
bomb
we-
mid, drop.
Probably we too.
Oh.
Oh, one in the corner. Chair. Fine.
Where's Chair? What was
Okay.
his name?
Okay.
He is slay queening. He is go bossing.
Our section is also the one with the most girls on campus. So
In my school, all the girls and gay guys go to drama, and girls really like art as well.
Nice one.
well done. Well, my uni is only like engineering, so
It's like a specialist one then.
yeah.
Yeah, you live in like a main city or something, don't you? You live in Gothenburg or something, which is
Yeah.
like, what is it, third biggest city in Sweden?
Second big.
Oh yeah, it's quite big.
Hey,
Gross.
that's pretty big.
You would have been proud of my Sweden game, Tiny.
I would have.
Fucking bastard! How many kills have I got? Am I
Did
bottom?
he burn to death?
Don't worry, I'm bottom.
I just
Unbelievable.
refused to move.
James, MVP 3 times, fuck me.
One down. Connector. West mid, maybe.
Oh, shit.
Nice. I'm going around to the window.
Oh, it's my
We
flash.
got- we
He's
got
in the
tunnel,
thingy,
looking
tunnel. Tunnel sewer, I don't know what you call it.
What assassin? Why have you taken the second one?
It's
There's
better.
an open
It has a better accuracy when you're running and falling compared
He's
to the
on the
silence.
There-
he's on the
there's an
map.
AWP on the floor, assassin.
He's run the maths, he's run the maths.
On the map.
Well, if you search up, it is a fact that you have better accuracy while running with unsuppressed M4 A1S because they never changed it.
Can someone else go on that truck on B so I don't get fucking one tapped
Yeah,
again?
sure,
Oh,
I will.
can't be.
No, Tiny, get back over
Actually,
here. Get,
Learn to play
get
first
away.
trash.
Is Vinnici how to shot?
Gypsy.
Yeah, we got same guy. I think he's funny.
Where is he?
He's in A, isn't he? B, the apartments in B. Chuck something up there, assassin. Show him what's what.
One long or whatever.
Wait, how do you have a Molotov?
Picked it up.
Ah.
Throwing fire.
Allah works in mysterious ways.
Oh, they're passing through. They're coming through. Nice.
Oh, one's going B, going B.
Oh,
It's bomb. We got bomb on B.
Yeah.
Bomb, 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 bomb,
boost.
bomb
I'll boost you. Toxic.
No, I don't want to be boosted up there.
Okay.
I've got Allah on my side.
With the love of Allah in it. Slayed the infidel.
Long. Is
We'll just camp bomb. Easy.
Okay, I got eyes on the kitchen then. I got kitchen.
Tell you what, Ben. You and me, Ben. Oh, Ben. Go
would
bomb.
have been
Who's
funny if
Bill?
you died there.
I know, he did actually too. I need to stop moving when I'm shooting.
We are slay queening. We are girl bossing, and of course we do this in the name of Allah.
Tell me, child, when the warriors of Allah come to find you, told you.
Nice.
Bruh, nobody can stand up to the R8. It's just how it is.
It be how it be. Do be, do.
Redan gisslet känner vad det känner när kom olen må det.
Is that
vibes.
Walsh some song or something?
Yes, he's so cool with
Damn it.
if you want, I can sing the entire song so I memorize it entirely.
Every time you sing that song, the resistance in Poland in every Hearts of Iron game goes up by 5%.
Heaven.
Jesus Christ, you're good with the R8 there. Do you have aimbot or something? Toxic.
I have.
Right. There's some pussy for we too, man. I know.
Oh, we got him. Oh, we got a bomb.
Boss gets the
Wait, where is
defuse
it?
on
Remember, no Russian.
Still a guy left, by the way. Oh, he's AFK. That's what.
Ben, you cheeky fuck, Ben. You almost lost us the round.
Well, he won. That's all that matters
It
now.
was boring. I
I
wanted to play.
defused as the bullet passed between my eyes. What was he doing? Hide until the end. Some shit.
I'm going Beeland this time.
I go B.
B.
Slav squad, Slav squad. Oh, I couldn't even know scope.
Rozswietali jabłni grusi, opali tumany na tlekoj. Wychodzili na bereg Mateusia.
Yeah, two mid. Gone off.
Two apartments.
Coming through mid as well, he jumped through the window.
Pussy-o.
Still there?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, one's. Oh, he's to your left. Ben, to your left. To your left.
Oh, I got bombed.
Alright.
Oh.
Goodbye, Ben.
Oh, was he behind you?
Yeah, alright, one sec. I'll back in a bit.
One's coming,
He's
playing.
in apartments.
Yeah, I can hear that. I'm not deaf.
Decoy.
They're up there.
Alright.
That isn't our closer crack, is it?
Yeah.
Best Minecraft player on this fucking Discord.
I know.
Well, Max can give you a run for the money, can he?
Where was the last one?
Apartments. Maybe.
I know, wasn't he? Oh.
Nice job, Tiny.
Thank you.
Teeny. Alright, give me the P90.
You know what I hate when like I'm playing games with you guys and I've got like, you know, and I'm talking in that. I hate that I can't open the window
No.
because I'm sweating balls here.
You can't open the window.
I can't open the window because I can't have people on the street hearing any cool gamer words I might say.
One mid. One mid.
Yeah.
Window.
I'm away. Nobody soon, nobody on.
Oh,
Oh, one A site.
all of them are mid. Echo there was.
He b-hopped all the way there, guys.
One's
He
on A,
was
one's on A.
b-hopping. Okay.
Ah.
Gamer.
No,
Gamer. Oh, that's our first loss.
sad. Prize.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
Hello.
hello there. Is that Max?
Yeah.
Go on. Alright,
No.
let's go lads.
Ah, yeah, the Irish one. Irish pub.
What?
I thought he was Polish.
Oh,
Move it, Stan.
are you full Polish or half Irish? I forgot.
No, it's not.
What?
One's mid.
Oh, what do you mean by full Polish, half Irish? Like
I don't know.
racially?
What is he? Half Irish, half Polish?
What?
I'm
There's no such thing. You're 100% of both. Unless you mean racially, in which case maybe he's a bit of a gamer. Oh god.
I don't know, like mother's
did say
side,
don't beat me.
father's side, you know. That's what I mean.
I'm sorry, James. I'll listen to your commandments better next time.
I'm just interested.
B.
Don't worry, I'm definitely not, you know, scouting it
on
out
B.
or anything.
Long.
Oh, going B. Who?
Ah! I don't know where it was.
Come on. I think it's time for some cheeky bleaky tactics. Rush B.
He's Vinici.
B90, everyone. Rush B.
I think we should rush A.
Okay, rush A.
Alright, gay knives out, rush it.
Давай! Period. Also, Discord died. Fuck it. Gonna have to restart Discord.
What matters is that they don't think we're there.
Ooh.
They're going to connector, guys.
My village now has glass fiber. Internet. Yeah. Wieder schnell.
He's in the smoke.
Easy. Oh, behind you!
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Oh, we do a bit.
There's an orb on the short if you want.
Yes, I took it. Don't worry.
And there's another one.
Oh, there's another one.
There's
Okay.
3.
Ooh, AK.
So you can't rely on long-range weaponry too much, can you? Because otherwise, some absolute legends will get you in the back. Oh, behind us, down long, even.
What?
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, this guy's good with a deagle. Really good. Did that hit him?
Gamer.
Throw a grenade. He should die. You have a grenade?
I have a grenade. Oh, I'm
Well done.
I run Eddie.
Oh, he's hit 99 in the kitchen. Well,
Oh, don't peek. Oh god, nice.
Eddie, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. Okay.
God.
I don't mind a nice, cool little CS:GO game now and again. Good change of pace.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Lovely, isn't it, to have a...
Have you seen what they've done to World of Warcraft, Tiny? I don't know if you're still playing.
No.
The way
I
they butchered my boy.
haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
The way they butchered my dog.
They
Guys,
butchered him.
hey.
there's
Hey.
2 mid.
Yeah, don't go there.
I'll kill them.
Ooh.
Guys, I need help at A! There's one here. I don't think I'm not confident enough in myself. To
Oh,
got it.
have confidence.
Nice, boss. Oh, heaven, he's hit.
Get him, Ben. I directed fire for you.
Yeah, Ben.
I was like Reznov in that one mission.
No! He's hit 68.
Come.
Nice. Ooh,
Behind you,
Oh.
assassin.
I just noticed.
Oh, God. He knows where you are now. He's heard that. Unless he's blind and deaf and blind. You've got 5 bullets.
Oh.
You got 5 bullets. What's wrong with you?
Boss killed 2 enemies with headshots that round.
Oh, I thought I was playing CS 1.6 there for a second. You know, like you should feel that appeal forward very well. Also, my economy is basically North Korea currently, so.
That's it. We're playing Office next. Allah has.
Remember, this isn't a kill house anymore. This is real life.
Any mission with hostage is a based mission.
Where is it?
Oh, you fucking retard.
Oh no! Heaven.
Toxic, stay alive, please. I'm coming, just stay alive.
Help me. Help me. Heaven.
Hilfemir.
Palace.
Wait, what's heaven called?
That's
Pass.
Palace there.
Okay. What's
That's Tetris. Stairs.
Casually shoots back.
Oh!
so which one's heaven, James?
It is Palace.
There isn't heaven on this map.
Sad.
The ones that they're apartments through there. This is Sniper's Nest. That's jungle where he just was.
Not big on looking at the same place twice, are you? Careful, James. I think there's some enemies there.
Get him, king.
Seems to be above you.
You ready? I didn't see him. Oh,
It was camouflage.
fuck.
That's why they have that's why. Well, we're gonna side swap soon, so maybe we'll be able to plant some bombs and shit.
Do you know what? I think they should return to the time when you could just pick up a certain skin, you know, just like that. Just pick Arctic Avenger, you know, SAS, Russian Spetsnaz. That was a fun time.
You still there, Ben? I haven't heard you in a while.
Ben?
Has Ben been muted this entire time? What I mean?
What I mean.
Ganz lustig.
Oh, he's definitely muted now.
Hello, Ben.
No! B.
Jesus Christ, they actually like line up, like they all sit in, like they all like crouch together as if an SAS team or something.
Ben's Nan's with him. She wants him to set up her iPad or something.
Ben, greet your nan from me. Tell
like
her
Ben.
Eddie said hi.
Okay.
What did you say, Toxic?
I like Ben's Nan. I think she's a nice woman.
Yeah, I would guess so too.
Most Nans are little curtain twitchers.
True.
We will make them cry.
Oh, should we not go for one objective rather than split?
No.
No,
Nope.
got the bomb here. We'll go A and we'll sort out something next round. There you go, we got a kill.
Oh! Why am I
Assassin.
Help me. Nice.
You absolute spoon. I think I did most of the damage there.
No, I'm pretty sure did half damage for you.
Oh, sniper.
Eddie, watch out.
Snipers.
Oh.
Oh, balls with the flank. No balls.
Nah, trouble is if you miss.
He's coming. Hello, he's
Oh,
still here.
he can't defuse, can he? You wanna aim one of these days?
Why can't he aim when he's aiming at me? Huh. Also, well done, Tiny. First blood in 10
Thank you.
seconds.
I'm second? Fucking hell.
Toxic, come on.
I'm
Should
last.
Should
Come
we go
on.
A whilst we've got guns or what? Or mid maybe?
We should bomb it down mid, bro. AKs.
You know, we could just ask Taliban now just to give us a helicopter.
Oh, yeah. Quite cool.
Lustig.
We do a big game. I wonder why we're playing against such shit players.
Because we're not in time.
Oh,
Is that
right. These are all the,
These are all the people that play on like 30
like-
FPS laptops because they can't afford anything.
Romanians.
Okay, it's Romanians, exactly.
I don't mind some free wins. Did you get your brother back? Go alright, Assassin.
Yeah?
Yeah, good. Back in my day, we used to have a lollipop lady.
I remember that.
Only
I remember
Now
the,
it's
I remember that. Do they still exist?
Yeah. Not as big now. But when she used to use that lollipop to fight off the Jimmy Saviles.
I'm dead. I'm not dead. Yes, well, wait, so they do exist still, so they just stay on the road? How much do they get paid?
It's a volunteer job, if I remember.
It's a volunteer job, okay.
Yeah.
It would be at like 2 half-an-hour points of a day.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how many pedophiles sign up for that?
What? You mean women pedophiles?
Oh,
Of which there are about like 2 in the entire world.
well, I'm pretty sure like 6
Oh, on truck.
on truck. Okay, Tiny, you just put the bomb in a bad position. Well done.
Yeah, but it's hit.
Just don't ask Eddie about his bomb position. Ask him if he's okay. Oh, fuck me. We went from 0-9 to this. Travis.
We're
Well,
gonna win.
Let's should we eco. Let's eco.
What
This
does
is
that
me
mean?
ecoing, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Let's eco.
I'm
Eco,
buying a Tech 9.
eco means to not buy anything, but like the issue is that eco is for players who are actually good. Regardless of what I buy or save up to buy, I play the same shit every single time. There's no point me ecoing. So when people like Craig and get his rag on, it's like, bruh, there's no point me ecoing. You do the same with an AK with an R8.
I think that was well said.
Bomb site secure. Bomb site secure. Bomb site secure.
We need to do Stellaris again, don't we, Tiny?
Ooh, yeah. I started that game
One here. One here. One here. One coming.
not too long.
Right, plant. Whoever's boss.
Boss, plant the bomb. You have the bomb, man.
There's Nan behind him asking the Wi-Fi password. Damn it.
You should see a Polish Wi-Fi password. It's like 120 characters long.
You should see Paul's second name. It's like 120
Oh,
characters long.
there's two apartments. Yeah.
Oh, he's there, assassin.
Oh no! If I didn't eco.
Assassin.
If I didn't eco, maybe I could have got those kills, you know.
No, you can't be using those excuses, bro.
We waited for him to
Ben.
walk past.
I think Ben did it. Oh my god.
So, pathfinding there. Oh no, it's sniper leads to last seen at enemy position. The ghost. Oh well.
Get ghost. Let's go, let's go.
Eddie, you'll care about this. You'll be one of the few people who care about this. Did you see the delay to Lego Star Wars?
Well done.
Yeah, I was sad.
Ow, my eyes.
They
Be honest,
delayed it.
be honest. Ben, pick up me bomb.
When have they delayed it to?
20
Next year.
next year in like March or something.
Oosh.
But it's too long. I need it now.
Yeah, I want to play. I want to play.
At the back of the map, where the barricade bit is. Or at least he was.
Yeah, he's still there.
That's called bench. Oh fuck,
Jesus Christ, you guys fell.
man.
Hello, how do you learn these names? Do you fucking go on the wiki or some shit?
No, just through playing.
Oh, you play too much, bro. Well, I say that.
I used to play a lot.
Jesus Christ, I might just sweat this one out.
Okay. It'd be a shame if you tried.
Oh, you no-scoped me.
Hmm.
While I was aiming his head with my egg.
Could someone drop me a pistol, maybe?
Why'd you buy a pistol then?
Um,
You're just gonna replace it.
Take
well,
this.
Another pistol.
I mean, I don't come here for you to judge my financial decision making. If I'm being honest, James.
Get James.
I like this group we have here. I call everyone. He flashed himself, retard.
Oh.
Great boys from me I'm busy with.
Nice.
Ah, okay.
We know what's what,
No
don't we,
problem.
James?
No problem. No
Yeah.
problem.
But everyone here I call by their
You're
real
right,
name.
you're right.
Pretty cool.
No problem. Guy, no problem.
Are we safe?
Down there. Somewhere.
What's assassin in your name?
Timek, innit?
Dimek, tak, Dimek.
Timek, Tak Timek.
No, no, not David. No, Dimek Volinsky. That's how you say it.
Volant?
Yes. I don't care, my name's out there anyway, it's too easy to find. Just search up my name on my... yeah. Yeah, you just find it.
Move it, move it.
Eddie's name is Eddie Baby.
Baby. I've lost a baby picture, actually.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't your picture, was it? It was your mum's picture. So your mum lost that picture, didn't she?
Maybe.
Baby.
Nice. Oh Jesus Christ! You had some almost friendly fire there. Okay.
No.
Oh, Yabla, he's up in corner.
Oh,
Yeah,
behind, right, yeah, behind.
This.
This is
Reloading.
so fucked.
Yes, I'm going B.
Where's last?
Sniper, go B, plant B. The sniper will be hard pressed to hard push.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going
I'm
B.
gonna kill him.
If I can jump over this. Guys.
Eddie, don't. You're not okay.
I'm gonna kill him.
Just waiting for that gunshot in the distance and see. I think the same trick will work twice.
No, he's on the window.
Yeah, he's right
or
there. He's right
whatever.
there. Yeah, he's down in the window.
You need that pistol.
Get him,
that
get him,
James said
get him,
was,
get him, get him, tiny, get him, get him, tiny.
Oh, James!
Oh, nice.
James, get fucked!
Oh, I got an AVP.
Why are you
Right now.
Because I used that shitty pistol you criticised me for.
Yeah, that'll be great. See you
CS:GO
someday. Yes. I'll
asked
message you
someone else
again.
to get you one and then bought something.
Yeah, well, I was hedging my bets.
Would be great to have you on the CS:GO game.
Stay out of the deal, James.
We win if we win the next one, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
do win. Tiny, come on. It's up to 16. First to 16. Just two.
Oh shit, I'm so close to beating Ben. Ben's literally got a distraction nano behind him and I'm still doing worse than him. Fuck me, Ben.
Christ.
Get Ben.
Why? Why,
Well,
Assassin?
I thought he was gonna jump and you walked in front of me there. See,
I like the negative.
I also like the negative. People who say they don't are shills.
well, Negev is a really
Yeah.
good. It's a really easy gun. That's the thing.
You're an easy gun.
What?
You heard what you said.
What does that mean?
It means you don't get sent tortoise pictures.
What? Tortoise pictures?
Yeah?
No,
Big,
I have
big-
time status upgrade.
I'm confused.
How many quails do I have left, Tiny?
I have no idea. I haven't heard about your quails in almost a year.
How's Terry? How's Terry, Toxic? How's Terry?
He's intent on trying to break through that glass.
What's he? Is he smashing his head against it?
Yeah, I think he's trying to trim down his beak, but I also think he's a bit suicidal.
Well, I do see the appeal with being trapped in a box for all your life is, you know. Yeah.
I'm not gonna play more.
Oh, you're not gonna play more? Oh.
No.
Did you enjoy yourself at least?
Well, I could ask
Eddie?
some.
Yeah, it was fun. I like the
yes.
negative.
Yes, I think
I also like
you're
the
still out there than Monk.
Are you another one, James, or?
If Ben and Assassin are still gonna play.
I am still playing. Don't worry.
Isn't toxic enough?
No, it's just nice to have.
Sad.
Yeah, with shit like CS:GO, you need a gang.
Sad.
Yeah, needed gang for CS.
But at least now we'll play Prime, and so
Well, let me see. Check around if there's any people available.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to talk it quick.
give me 15 mins, Ben says. Alright. Well, I guess I'll fuck around that wallet I bought. Have you ever heard of a brand called Secrid, Eddie?
Sacred.
No. Never.
It's like a. Have you ever heard of Ridge Wallet?
Of what?
Ridge Wallet.
Oh, Rich Wallet. Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's nice. That's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, so Ridge Wallet is like 20, 30 quid or some shit. But then I was looking into it and that, and then people, like especially Amazon reviews. I don't know if Chinese bots are at hand, but in Amazon reviews, everyone bums this brand called Secrid because it's like a Ridge wallet, but it's covered in leather, so it looks nice and that. So I got one of them, but I'm trying to work out how to use it. It's one of those ones where you like flip out your cards. You like click a button and it flips out the card.
Let me see if I can get someone on this game. I know another CS:GO player.
Your VR mates.
Well, yes.
I don't mind your VR mates, so long as they're speaking.
Oh, they do speak in English. Don't worry.
They do. Based.
My face cam is a bit too dark. Maybe. I'm going to open the blinds up a bit.
Card protector. 4 to 6 carton cards.
I'm gonna leave you now. Goodbye.
Have a good party tonight, Eddie.
Thank you. Thanks for the game.
No worries.
Yeah, give them about 3 minutes to respond.
Check your cards.
Maybe I'll turn on lights. I don't know. I don't know why, but always my camera is always so dark.
I mean, you can go onto the actual camera options itself and fucking turn up the brightness or something, can't you?
Well, the thing
Or
is,
even on OBS. I think OBS will do it.
well, the thing is that it's just the camera itself. I don't have enough light in front of my face. That's the thing. Like, I have one of those USB light thingies, you know, the USB that you plug in that has a light LED on it. I love
You need one of those. I know you don't have much room in your room because you're sharing it with your brother and that. But you need one of those, like, if you.
I'm sorry, but you just cut out because this got broke.
You need one of those YouTube brightness.
YouTube brightness thingies. Oh, you mean those big stands like you take a.
Yeah.
No problem, Monk. Well, spend your time.
Oh, you're not fucked. You're not fucked about it.
Another time if you can't do it now. No problem.
Are you still there, Ben, by the way? Or are you helping your nan?
I'm back.
Welcome back, James.
Trying to get me a job, Toxic.
What job do you want?
Something I can do from home.
You can work in domestics at NHS.
What does that involve? Speaking to people on the phone a lot?
Does it fuck? No. It has a few things. You can either be a cleaner, you could be one of those dudes that trolleys people around. You know when patients are in wheelchairs and that,
How can I do that from home?
Oh, you want to do it from home? What the fuck?
Just build yourself a robot or something, and you know, just control it.
From home? God, I don't know.
Make a robot. Just like, you know, play with a joystick and, like, you know, drive you.
What if you sent me a picture of a woman with swords going into her?
A what?
What?
Toxic.
That's an icon, bro.
Oh, it's an icon.
Guess who it is?
The mother,
Mother who?
Mary.
Yeah. Good guess.
Toxic, will you enlighten me now, or is it?
I don't know. Ben's AFK for 10 minutes, so if you want to ask a question, sure.
Well, the same question I asked earlier. What was it that converted you?
All right,
No
problem.
You know that shit where, like,
Have a good time. I'll be on VR
like,
later.
if you're not raised in it, you don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Like I imagine, you know, you and Tim and all that, like, you were just never, like, interested in that kind of shit.
No, I'm interested in religion.
Religion's a very interesting topic. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, talking
No,
about.
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, we all praise and.
But basically, right, you know, you see a lot of the opinions of that where, dude, this wallet is so fucking good. Okay, basically you see the opinions of that of people online where it's like, you know, Magic Man and Sky and shit, like, and so you just dismiss it as retarded. You're like, if you believe in it, you believe in it, but it's essentially retarded. But you know, as I was like researching it and that and looking into it, it was like it just started making more and more sense, and the actual like the things in that lined up as well. And when you cross over history and like the, you know, the New Testament and stuff like that, it's pretty interesting. And there was nothing in it that necessarily disproved religion, and like the actual like testaments of what people did, what was actually preached, and all that shit. It wasn't like something like, oh, caveman, you know, man came out of cave, ordered people what to do. It was essentially things that you should strive to be. For example, in the book of Daniel in the Old Testament, there was there was the story of Susanna, and Susanna was a beautiful woman in Babylon when the Greeks were in Exodus, and Susanna was approached by two like men, elder men, like respectable Jewish priests or whatever, They were called elders, basically. And they were like, oh, beautiful woman, if you do not have sex with us, we're going to tell people that we saw you have sex with some young dude. And she was like, I mean, if I have sex with you, I'll have essentially sinned and like done something wrong, right? Proven that I've did something wrong. And if I don't have sex with you, you're gonna tell people I did something wrong, and so like people will still attribute the sin to me and like kill me. So, you know, I might as well die with my soul pure and clean, rather than like give in to like your evil. And they were like, alright, we're gonna sprag on you then. And so they went and they said, you know, she's been banging dudes. And so Jewish law said, oh, you know, if you commit adultery, you should die. But then Daniel was like, wait, I don't think the story lines up. What tree did you see her having sex under with this dude that you sort of witnessed? You said, and he split them up. And one of the dudes said it was under an oak tree, and then one of the dudes said it was under an ash tree. And so Daniel questioned the witnesses. He didn't just believe them at the outset. And he was like, these people bear false witness. Their stories don't line up. They try to get an innocent woman killed. And so they killed those two dudes. Because bearing false witness makes you applicable to the crime. And I don't know. There's like a lot of stories and parables and stuff in there that like.
Well, that seems like the decent option.
Really,
like decent
really
outcome.
interesting stuff like that.
It's a pretty decent outcome, to be honest.
But yeah, it was a good outcome. But like the entire thing, it's called allegory. So you don't take every story at its word. You know.
No, I know what allegory is. Yeah. don't worry.
Yeah. So a lot of it is allegory. So it's not like ridiculous, made up shit a lot of the time. And the shit that like Jesus preached in that, a lot of it was good. There's some bits I disagree with, because that's like, Jesus was like, oh, you know, you should always forgive your enemies, always forgive them.
I don't think I can forgive Hitler.
And so,
I don't think we can forgive Hitler. Like just seeing Hitler. Jesus
and also to
Hitler.
kill people makes you a person of blood, and like if you like specifically went out with the intention to kill people, then you're essentially irredeemable. And so he was like, you know, you can't kill people in self-defense, you can't do this and that. But I just see it as like not something that you should like 100% always do.
It's more like I guess.
It's
more like guidelines, basically. It's more like guideline than anything.
But you also have to take a lot of things in context. Like when Jesus said that divorce is like literally the worst thing ever, it's because in Judaism at the time, divorce was extremely permissible. So people just kept getting divorced all the time, and it often fucked over like women in that, because all the man has to do is say I divorce you, and then they'll just get divorced under Jewish law. And so Jesus was fuming because he was essentially like gaming the system, and he was like, nah, if you're gonna get married, you better like do it forever. Like it better be like proper. Anyway, so how are you, Max?
Pretty good. Woke up, went to take a shower.
Ooh,
Asking if we're doing Smite today or not.
Ben's with his nan. I want to do another game of CS:GO and then we could play Smite. Or we could play Smite now, actually.
no, don't.
Take a shower, so I'm gonna play another game of CS:GO.
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, we'll do another game of CS:GO and then we'll play Smite if people are up for that still.
we'll play one game of CS:GO, and that's it for me.
I'm not very good at describing the reasons why, James, but you just gotta look at it,
You
bro.
just have a calling.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering why that one over others. You know.
I'll describe it another time.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well.
I didn't want to talk about it in front of Max.
I know, I gathered that.
Where were we?
Max is one of those people where anything that he just doesn't agree with is automatically wrong in every way permissible, and then he'll be like, rah, rah. And it's just not fun talking to those people.
You know this is being streamed and recorded.
Well, no one's gonna ever watch it, so I'm fine with that.
Why are you streaming us fucking sat in the Discord?
Well, we were playing CS:GO and now we're just waiting for boss to come back. So.
But if you wanna, like, the reason for that one above the others is is it's a lot more. It still holds to the old traditions and that, and so a lot of Protestantism do something called sola scriptura. Now, sola scriptura is where any of the old traditions that like came from the apostles and that is just in the garbage. Those are things that man made, and therefore you should ignore them. And so, and sola scriptura says only things from the Bible are essentially things that you should obey and follow. So all the like incense, the liturgies, even like long mass, ignore that shit. Quote from the Bible during sermon, and that's about it. And that's Protestantism, or a lot of it. And that doesn't necessarily. I don't think that's true. I don't think that only abiding by Scripture is correct. I think that the traditions of the apostles are very important to the process.
But isn't the Bible just the scriptures like just picked and cherry picked by the Romans a thousand years ago, something like that, a few thousand years ago?
That's a common misconception. The original writers and dictators of the main gospels that people like follow. Like there's some gospels that had like made hundreds of years after, and some that were made mere decades after Jesus' death. And the main gospels that we like the Gospel of Matthew, the Gospel of John, the Gospel of fucking the other two, Thomas, the other one whose name I keep forgetting. And so these were made by the same people who did witness Jesus, like the main apostles, call them apostles.
Okay.
And they witnessed and they wrote the Gospels as a recollection of what happened and stuff, and also to teach in the churches established after his death. So, for example, Matthew was a former Jew, so a lot of Matthew's Gospel is related to. It was originally wrote in Aramaic and then transcribed into Greek, but his Gospel is like, oh, this is like the Messiah because of this Jewish testimony. So he'll reference the Old Testament a lot in Matthew's Gospel. It's so convoluted and it takes so long to explain everything. But that the fact that like they made it hundreds of years after is just not true.
Okay. Well, I was more like thinking of like pages ripped out, like selecting pages.
Okay, yeah. So basically, some Gospels, you know how in Islam there's the Hadiths.
I don't. Well, not really, because I'm not an expert on religion.
Okay. Well, the Hadiths are basically like stories of not like the Quran is like, what Muhammad wrote, the quote unquote word of God itself, and then the Hadiths are stories about Muhammad as he went about his life, and so people use the Hadiths as this is what Muhammad do, therefore we should follow in his footsteps and try to recreate that. There's a few Gospels that are kind of like unreliable, especially the Apocrypha, stuff like that, where it's essentially like kind of like the cousin's descendant of so and so said this is what happened, and it's like it's unreliable shit, so people ignore that. But the main four Gospels that everyone acknowledges are made by like the most reputable top dogs, and then they cut out all the shit that like wasn't very believable. So they cut out like the folk tales, the random, the bullshit, the lies.
By my knowledge, also isn't Muhammad basically like just a gang member? Like it was like the gang leader.
Muhammad was in charge of a very powerful tribe, and the tribes were very disunited at the time. That's one of the main good things about Islam. The tribes were like hate each other based on like on just tribalism. Like, oh, you're an enemy of my tribe. But then Islam came along and all the tribes united.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, what else did you want to ask, James? Was it about orthodoxy?
Yeah, just
Actually, I'm interested in orthodoxy.
Yeah, just
I'm interested in this as well.
I don't really understand orthodoxy, but I was just wondering why you picked orthodoxy over others.
Catholicism believe in the infallibility of the Pope. Whatever the Pope says, as the descendant apostle of Peter, his word is essentially God's word, which is just dumb. And so, you can't just allow one fallible man to control the entire church. That's dumb. And also they have little side things that I disagree with, like they priests have to be celibate, and you've seen what happens when priests are celibate. You know, in Orthodoxy, priests are allowed to be married. I mean, you have to be married before you become a priest. Once you're a priest, you can't get married again. But priests can be married, and they often are before they become priests. So they have a wife in that, and so they're quite, happy. And there's nothing that Jesus said that said, "Oh, priests cannot be married."
That's true.
And so in Orthodoxy, priests can be married. In Orthodoxy, there's a lot of like tradition involved as well, where they think that the traditions that people set out before them are still like valid. So they do the ceremonies, they do incense, they chant, they like sing sermons instead of just like speak.
Wait, they sing it? I was singing. I was singing like.
It's not so much singing.
It's chanting.
Well, it's chant.
Oh, more of a chant. So like, he went there, something like that.
And he became one with the Lord, and he said in his mercy. I'm not very good at it, but yeah, they'll chant, and the chanting's all right. It doesn't sound so good in English, but it's better in Greek. Oh. But they chant, and I can take or leave the chanting. I'm not that fussed. But what else is there? Yeah, so because of like the hierarchy of how their church works, there's no like one big top dog like the Pope. So everyone can kind of interpret it according to their culture that they fit in, which also fits in with the traditions. Like you'll adapt the church to whatever culture you're in relatively,
Right.
Without straying too far from the core thing, from the core message.
So
Yeah, so it's basically.
how did you? So when you first arrived there, like what your very first service? How were they towards you?
At first, when I turned up, there was only like 3 people there. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I mean, the 2 priests and the deacon were there and stuff, but there was only like 3 people there. I was like, what? And then the service is about 2 hours long, and by the end of it, first of all, in Orthodoxy, you traditionally stand up during the entire thing. But stand up for 2 hours is an absolute pain, so I did sit down. But then as people came in that. The closer it got to communion, the more people came in. So I think like if you're like a long time member, like you were born into the faith, you're gonna just show up for the last hour for communion. So yeah. But like as people trickled in and that, it was mostly like families and that.
Did anyone speak to you and like?
Yes,
realize
well,
you were new and stuff and.
I didn't know anyone, so nobody really came and spoke to me. But I did speak to the priest. And at the end, and he was like, "Oh, hi, how did you enjoy like the service and that?" And then he was like, "Oh, do you have any questions?" And then I asked a few things of that, but I didn't speak to anyone else there. But I think the more you go on that, the more people will speak to you, because you don't really speak to strangers.
Well, I don't think I really speak to anyone that often in the church.
I mean, the main downside is, of course, that they're all Greek and Romanian and Russian.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, isn't Orthodoxy a bigger thing in Russia?
It's pretty much like the only thing in Russia.
Oh.
But yeah, but obviously, after service, there is like, like people speak to each other. There's coffee hour and that, and there's obviously like side things. So I'll probably get involved with that more as I turn up on that.
May I ask, what do you study religion? Like,
I mean, I have the Bible. I'm making my way through. I've finished. I've done like the first 2 big chunks of the Old Testament, and then I'm munching my way through the Gospels. I'm on the second one. I'm on John at the moment.
Okay, what's got you into this and like studying all?
I mean, I was researching it, right? I was like, you know what? I'll look it up on that, and I was researching it, and as I was reading up on
dinner, 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. And as I was like looking into it and stuff, it was just like, this isn't as like ridiculous and bullshit as it used to be.
Oh, well, yes, because people believe it, so there must be some reasons. Yes.
And like, very intelligent people do as well.
Yeah, a lot.
Like,
Yeah.
Father Andrew is actually a historian at Durham University, for example. Are you back, Ben? Your nan is sorted out. Ben?
I was actually wondering, is Ben back yet? Because it has been like 10 minutes already. I keep forgetting. Is Ben Bosnian?
What the fuck? No.
I always thought is Bosnian.
No, no.
I always thought
You know who is Bosnian? Tiny.
Is he?
Yeah. He's a refugee or something.
Oh. Okay. Wait, so where's Bos from?
He's fucking from Yorkshire, isn't he?
Oh, Yorkshire?
Yeah.
I always thought he was somewhere from the east. East and south.
No.
I always...
How have you listened to Boz, right, speak in his most Yorkshire accent imaginable?
I
and
didn't even-
saying,
okay, so now
This-
I now know what a Yorkshire accent is.
he was like, it's like the most English accent. He's like, ew, now he's like, gone with wind.
No, I've never noticed him as being
Fuck me.
English. No, I have never ever.
He's the most English of the English.
I always thought he was Bosnian. For 3 years, I thought he was Bosnian.
Fuck. Ben, are you hearing that? Ben should be back. He's gone. He's back from being away on Steam.
Okay. So that's a Yorkshire accent, like.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Nice to learn something new. Okay. Well, I was never corrected. I occasionally said, "Are you from Bosnia?" But he never responded to me.
Fucking hell.
Yes, he's from York. Okay. I always
From
thought-
Yorkshire.
I always thought he was Eastern.
No. Well, you learn something new every day, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. Like I'm learning a lot about religion now from you.
Yep.
So wait, so what's got you into reading every single religious piece of thing, may I ask?
Well, I was talking. Me and Aziz like to talk about theology and that, and so we were talking about theology, and I know a lot about the Quran because I like to talk about Aziz about this shit in the Quran and that since he believes it, and then we were talking about abortion, and we were talking about like, because
I think
when
I
is it-
remember this. I think I remember maybe popping in one of those before.
But we were like, oh, you know, when does Islam say abortion's permissible? Because in Islam you can't get an abortion. And he was like, oh, I don't know, I'll have to look it up. And I was like, you know what? Most of the pro-life people are like, you know, Christian conservatives and stuff. And I actually don't know anything about it. About like anything about like Christianity. And I was like, you know what? I'll fucking look into it. And so I did. I did a deep dive. I went on all the Reddit pages. I went on all the YouTube channels.
Reddit and YouTube. Oh dear.
Reddit, unironically, is pretty good because it'll condense like a shit ton of stuff into like, oh, just pick up this book. And then I picked up the book and I was like reading it and I was like, you know what? I know it's starting to click. It's making sense and that. And then the more you read it, the less it seemed like, I don't know, made up bullshit. And I know a lot of people, you know, think it's like made up bullshit. But when you're actually like reading it and people aren't like taking things out of context and stuff like that, it's alright.
Okay. May I ask, what, if you don't mind asking, what religion are you? Catholic or Christian?
Leo is Catholic.
Okay, so what are you?
Orthodox.
Orthodox. Oh, okay. Is that recent?
I started going within the last 3 weeks.
Oh, so you're recent. You converted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm speaking with Father Andrew tomorrow about catechumenism, which is essentially like learning all the stuff about like the, you know, like the traditions and that, like what to do at service, stuff like that.
Okay, is it much different to Catholic?
It's the services are similar to Catholic. Like obviously the split goes back quite far, but I would say the main difference is. Are you still Ben? Are you back yet?
No, we'll hear him when he comes back. Don't worry.
Okay.
You know,
I would say the main differences are obviously the infallibility of the Pope, the devotion towards Mary, mostly. The things that are similar, veneration of saints. You often ask for saints to intercede, to help you out and stuff like that. You'll pray to saints sometimes. You'll be like, Saint Nicholas, look after my, daughter. She's struggling with stuff. And so you'll have like images of them in your house and that. And you'll also use it to like remember the stories of what they did. And some of the stories are pretty good.
Also, I must say that my stream gets more views when you're speaking about religion than the actual gameplay.
No one's watching.
There's 3 people watching.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
But anyway, I spoke to the father and he was like, I was like, do you get many converts? And he was like, not really, because Orthodoxy doesn't proselytize. I was like, yeah, makes sense. If you look at the statistics in the UK, out of they group 4 main religious categories: Catholicism, Church of England, and Evangelical, and then Orthodox.
actually, what is the Church of England? What's so different about that? Is it Protestant, or is it?
It's
Oh, it's-
Protestant. It's Protestant, but the thing with the Church of England is they copy a lot. They call it like Latin Rite. They copy a lot of like Western Latin Rite traditions from Catholicism, but the issue is when you're essentially following the Catholic Rite and you do a lot of the traditions still.
Oh, so it is just by my history, remembering history is just Catholic without the Pope.
It's a little bit like that, but obviously when you don't have the Pope and you basically have it's very decentralized. There's a lot of autonomous churches within the Church of England. They have massive in-group issues. The main one, of course, the main 2, gay marriage and allowing women to be allowing women to be priests and bishops, and that's like tearing the Church of England apart. The Americans, the Africans. There's a lot of Church of England in Africa, and obviously the Anglicans in the UK, and Pentecostals in America. Sorry, and so they're like tearing each other apart because they can't agree on if it's permissible or not. So there's like a lot of like really important bishops and that sometimes convert to Catholicism and that, and I know there's a big beef. Big beef. Because Church of England obviously because it's it's a state church. It wants to adjust to the state as it develops, but it really contradicts. Like if the Bible says, oh, women cannot be priests, then it's really hard to be like, yeah, but can they?
Does the Bible actually say that?
I don't know. I haven't read that far.
How many pages is there?
New Testament's not a lot. Old Testament's quite big, but I skipped Old Testament. I mean, I read. Yeah.
Sorry, what do you think about like pre-Abrahamic religion and the believability of it?
Well, like paganism.
Actually, what is paganism? Is it just like?
Well, it's Greek, Norse, Roman.
Oh, okay. Like what? So what? So
Maya.
okay. So okay.
What, as in like the mythologies and that of like paganism?
Yeah, like how what makes an Abrahamic religion more believable than a pagan one? Because say pagan religions are more connected to nature and they've been there since the start.
Also like voodoo. What's voodoo anyway? Like
Is it Haiti? Haiti?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like Haitian, isn't it?
Haitian.
Yeah, it's Haitian, but it's I don't know. It's pagan sounds similar.
Well, it's kind of a lot of like paganism is essentially a decentralized folk religion, like like how Saxons had Woden, Norse had Odin, stuff like that. I would say it was the lack of tangible like miracles in scripture.
Isn't that the point though? Is that it's more connected with nature and not it's meant to be sort of more personal, rather
Yeah.
than priests say this. Go to church.
But then, what exactly is the point of the religion if it's essentially
Yeah, it's
like
actually-
it seems like paganism was essentially if I sacrifice goat, maybe my fields will do better.
So my question is are some of these stories like true? If you know miracles and stuff exist, like do these miracles occur before Christ, you know, and stuff?
Yeah.
So what? So okay, no, I'm
Like
not answer
because
that question. 'cause
can this be implemented into Catholicism if it was like, you know, I don't know, because you could possibly bring in different religions beliefs into one religion, can't you? Like Haiti has its own like Catholic and Haitian like voodoo kind of mix, doesn't it? Like because you know Polish came in during the Napoleon era, bringing Catholicism, and then they mixed it in together into voodoo.
I think honestly, I don't know that much. I don't know like every answer. I'm just saying what I've so far read on like Wiki and that.
Oh, okay.
just an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
But like I like the thing about paganism. But I think the thing about paganism was it didn't actually ask anyone to do anything differently. It was essentially they were demanding things in return for like devotion or sacrifice.
Oh, so yes. Oh, okay.
And I think that was the main crux of it.
Well, I see the appeal of sacrifice. You get this sacrifice.
I mean, the
everything.
Romans did it, and it was like, did it really do anything?
Oh well, they sacrificed Christ and got a bunch of bad stuff happened, but yeah.
Oh, they didn't sacrifice. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Also, Andrew, you here for CS:GO?
If you want.
Yes.
What were you want to ask, Carlo? Or
No, I just like having conversations like this, just listening.
Yeah, it's
It
interesting
grows
to.
it tests the brain, doesn't it?
like I said, I don't know every answer, but I imagine. I think the whole point of it is to essentially change the way you live life so that you don't become susceptible to your sins and addiction.
But do you have to do that through religion?
I guess you can do it.
that through philosophy, like I do.
Yeah, you can do it for philosophy.
Oh,
I think the religion thing just makes it like a community
yeah.
where you do it as
Yeah, I
wow.
understand that.
It makes it more tangible.
Yeah, like, religion basically scares you into doing it.
No, that's Catholicism.
Okay, okay.
Catholicism say
Well, I'm-
you do this,
I'm-
you basically
yeah,
go
okay,
to hell.
Okay, no mind. Yes, me coming from a Catholic background. Yes, yeah. Maybe.
So Catholics use like the crutch of if you do this wrong, you go in hell. And in Orthodoxy, they're a lot more liberal with that. They're like, yeah, we fuck up sometimes, but you know, just do confession, you'll be alright. But
I do like, in terms of a metaphorical thing, like, you know, in terms of hell, it's like you sin constantly, you're going to live in hell. You know, couldn't that be interpreted as in the present world, not a sort of afterlife thing? Is if you constantly living in sin and taking the path away from good, you're going to live in hell, where your life is just not very good if you're constantly doing all these bad things.
yeah, so
If you are become an alcoholic and it destroys your life, you're living in a state of hell.
So that's the wacky thing about Christianity. A lot of people think that heaven is the end goal in that. No, what like people believe is that eventually everyone who's died will be reincarnated onto Earth.
You waiting for
well, that'll be some overpopulation.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I thought it was wacky as well. I still think it's wacky. I need to read more into
Yeah,
it.
like-
But they think that everyone will be everyone who is like good and stuff like that will be reincarnated onto a perfect Earth. Heaven is just like a really good place of purgatory. It's just like it's getting like first class treatment in purgatory. I don't know if everyone else who will get reincarnated. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. But that's essentially the. But I think that the guidelines of like trying to better yourself as a person and stuff like that, I think those are pretty good. And like it's pretty like the stuff they choose as sins is pretty and the allegories they use For example, in the Book of Job, there's an allegory about karmic justice, and it's like there is no karmic justice, and sometimes you just got to deal with it. You know, if someone does something bad, no one's gonna come down and just smite them and send them to hell or whatever. But hopefully they'll
Oh,
that actions will lead them to a worse life and stuff like that, and it's just how it be.
actually, I don't know.
But yeah, what are you, an objectivist or something, Hallow?
You've asked this is the third time now. I don't know much about objectivism. Remember?
Do you think
You
that the
asked me.
morality of religion is like fair, or do you think that you need to use objective based philosophy in order to determine if it's moral or not?
Well, morals are subjective, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Like, people keep shitting on Taliban, but to the Taliban,
Yes.
the shit they do is pretty moral.
Yeah. Have you seen the Voyak meme? Oh, Taliban posted a Voyak meme.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying the Taliban are right. I'm just saying that according to
Yeah.
objective morality, objectively,
Yeah,
their morality is
yeah,
correct.
to them it is correct. To us, it's wrong. That's basically history for you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just law of nature, isn't it? It's humans are tribal. Tribalism ensues. History repeats itself.
Well,
It's just
well, yeah, well, but still, I think we fight the most against nature.
I think that like I think we're above nature as humans. Like, nature's kind of like fucked, but we've developed the compassion to work together, which you see very little outside of other groups of animals.
That's true.
I'm ready for
Actually,
my-
I'm actually interested.
We might as well play Smite because Ben's fucked off for all eternity.
Oh, come on! I was hoping for more CS:GO.
Play Smite, Hallow.
Damn it.
if you give me 5 minutes and let my dinner cook, I'll play
What
while
are you eating?
Ah.
Food?
I'm eating
okay.
a pizza because there's no food in the house. So
What kind of pizza? Just microwave.
just margarita.
I guess.
No, like microwave oven.
Oh, oven.
Guess that's the
Good
end.
fellas.
I guess that's the end of CS:GO then.
Well, Ben's let us down.
Yeah, balls.
Bit of Smite, Chris.
I love that Anglo detected meme.
What is it?
Is it in memes by any chance?
2 seconds.
Well, that was a very interesting talk on religion. It's all there for you on my stream if you ever want to rewatch it.
Fuck me.
Yeah. I didn't think that I'd end up a
Okay.
stream on the topic of religion.
You should probably not post that online.
What?
Don't care. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Ben's basically helping his mum
No.
with
No, it's not like